Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name is Drew, and this is a new episode. We're back here in the single-player series, and I'm in the Mesa biome, grabbing a little bit of red terracotta. So going back to the main area of our world, I want to use this red terracotta to try to kind of mark out and scale a bit with some wireframes, I guess, of some future builds. One thing I really wanted to do was actually build like an elevator, and I thought that this corner of this little stone mountain here, I thought that would be like a great place to start with this. I'm going to call it wireframing. I don't really know what else you would call it, but basically, I'm going to just kind of make like a big square out of it, and it's going to show you guys kind of the general idea and size of a building that I would like to build here. So I guess I'm just gonna start placing it down and see how it looks. Okay. And yeah, I don't know if this is looking a little too big or not. Okie dokie. And I think it was this tree that I was on. And yeah, it's kind of something like that. So you see like a lot of big Minecraft YouTubers do this kind of technique and stuff like that. And I never really have done it because it's just always, I don't know. I guess it's just been so like non-useful to me. But I think up until now, and I think it was probably, okay, so I think I'm going to do it for two reasons. I think it's going to be a really good motivator to actually kind of get some more building done around the world and to just see like what our world can potentially look like in the future, just having like just full of buildings everywhere. And I'm going to want to do this like wireframing like over here too, like in this field, because there's two projects here that I actually want to get to eventually, hopefully sooner rather than later. And then the other reason would be like builds like this. I think we might have a little bit of an issue when trying to approach stuff going in like completely, when we go in like completely blind, because like I think the issue with this building is that it was just way too big, and I'm not going to tear it down. I'm going to completely work with it. I'm going to finish it eventually. I have no idea when. I think if we did a wireframe kind of like this, that building would be a lot smaller, and I think it would be a lot more preferable too. Now, that being said, I think we can still kind of own it and make it work like that. And we're definitely going to be doing other projects where we don't really kind of try to scope out the scale like this ahead of time. But yeah, so basically I just want to go around the world and just kind of keep doing this every now and then. And the buildings that I'm going to be doing this for around the world, they don't really have to have any purpose right now. Like, it's not like we have to do anything where it's like, you know, we need a building here, and I can only really imagine a building here if it has a purpose. It's more or less of just kind of helping me look at the world a different way, I guess. Does that make sense? Is this all making sense? I hope it makes sense. Oh yeah! Check this out, guys. We got our first ender chest here in the world. I actually made two. The other one is at the spider spawner, at the spider farm. Whoa! I haven't seen this thing yet through the fences here. Huh. So that is one of the other building placements that I have. I got a bunch around, and I actually kind of did a little bit more than just buildings. I'll show you what I mean. And also, one thing I wanted to point out, too, is that I finally have mending on a bunch of, like, pretty decent armor and tools that we have now. So, I mean, we're developing, guys. Like, awesome. Like, everything's coming along. It's awesome. This here has never really had a purpose or anything like that. Like, oh, you can see more there. You can see one, and you can see two. So, this space here, for the longest time, guys, I've always imagined a tower here. Like, I don't know. Like, this just looks like a good spot for a tower. So I'll show you what I mean. Like, we have a cave here, and in the future, this cave will be a path that will kind of go down along here. And where does it go from here? I see some light, I think. Yeah, so it can just kind of keep going. We could even loop it around. The bridge could be here. We could have a bridge here, maybe a bridge here. I don't know. But yeah, I think this area of the world is actually pretty cool. Doesn't it just look like a tower belongs here? And I mean, yeah, of course the proportions might change and all, but I don't know. That's just it's just there. I don't know what a tower here would serve as a purpose, but I want something, I guess. So, I mean, we don't have to have anything here. Like any structure that we have or any outline of a structure that we have can all be torn down. Like we don't really need anything there. But yeah, so there's a lot more to show. So I got to get to that. Something else I got to say too is like the single player stuff has kind of slowed down a little bit because of the Cornerstone episodes. The Cornerstone episodes have just kind of been being worked on a lot lately. Oh my goodness, what's this over there? But Cornerstone has taken so much of my time, and actually, I think that's a very good thing. So yeah, I mean, currently we're prepping for season 2, and we're trying to wrap up season 1, and there's so much to do, guys. Like, there's a lot. It's not even just in-game. It's a lot of just prepping and seed building and talking about what data packs we're going to be using, all that kind of stuff, and meetings, and we've been doing Chosen lately and playing other games. It's just, I don't know. It's been a busy time for me. So you could see, too, that we kind of have another... this represents a rail system. So to explain this rail here, basically, how I kind of would have imagined this rail in a perfect world is we would have a lever here. I don't know, maybe here, I don't know. We would have a lever, and say there would be a sign, and the top text would say farm, and the bottom text would say mine, for like the mining area over there, or industrial area, whatever. And so we would flip the lever, and say it was up, it would take us to the farm. If the lever was down, then it would take us to the mining area over there. Now, that is very possible, because all we would need, I believe it's an... I don't know if we really need an activator rail, or if we just need redstone going to a normal rail. I think it's that one. I think we would just need redstone going to this rail right here. That's not going to do anything. But yeah, so that would change, and that would be fairly easy. Problem solved. The only thing is, I want a lever there too. And so it would just be hard to tell. Like, the switches would get mixed up. Right? So it would be up for the farm here, and then we would go to the farm, and then we'd hit the lever at the farm to go to the mine, but the lever at the house would still be for the farm, so everything would just get mixed up. So I'm not a redstone guy, so I don't have a solution for that, unless you guys do. I thought it would just be easier to have a separate rail, a smaller rail. And I don't really like having a bridge this tall either here, so I think I'd probably build up the terrain. And yeah, I would try to build up the terrain to make the rail look a little bit smaller. Maybe the same thing here too. I don't know. Again, a lot of this stuff can go. Something else that probably piqued your interest are these towers here. I think this tower I actually want to make a little bit taller. I don't really know how to explain these towers without spoiling anything, like any future plans. I mean, this bridge is going to kind of get redone. It's going to have a little bit of a different style, I think, in the future. And then the supports of this bridge are just going to kind of develop into towers. I mean, that's it. I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty cool, right? Or it's going to look really cool when they're done. I kind of have a rough idea on how I want them to look, too. The towers are going to serve a storage purpose. That's all I'll tell you. That's the spoilers. Because I kind of want to surprise you guys with something eventually. So if we come out through the tunnel here and we arrive at the mining storage building, we'll see that there's another placement for a building over there. And the idea for that building is that's going to be kind of like a smelting factory. We're going to have storage for all of our ore and our cobblestone for days and all that kind of stuff. But what if we want to, like, really smelt, like, all of this stuff, and we kind of want to do it efficiently? I think it would be best if it had maybe its own building. And so that's what that would be. It would be obviously taller than this. I just didn't really know how to place it because I think that this building is going to have a lot of different parts to it. But that's just trying to kind of show how wide it would be, maybe how narrow it would be too. Yeah, I don't know. If we come over here, we're going to see another rail system. And so this is going to kind of be the start of like the south rail here in the world, because this shore, actually, if we go into F3, we can kind of look around and we can see that this is south. So this is kind of the south shore of our main area here in the world. And so this would be another rail coming from this station here that would go all the way over to the flower district here, the bee district. And then there would be another station down here that it would go to. And we have more buildings going over here too. Placed a path here. I kind of have it now so we can actually get to everywhere that we need to in our world by horse, which is great. The bad thing is I can't find our horse. I don't know where I put him. We got more buildings here. We're going to have a house there, and then this spot here, that's going to be our wood storage building. And I got some pretty cool plans for that, but we got to wait, I think, a little bit longer before I get to that. I don't know, maybe sooner than later, but I'm not sure. We got our path coming up this way, and yes, I did. I forgot that I put this building here, but this is going to be like a pumpkin/melon farm. So like those, you know, because the pumpkins and the melons are the same kind of block that you break and you get, you know, bits of food out of and whatnot. So this building is just going to kind of be some storage here, and then we're going to have a little bit of farmland around here too. So that's going to go here. I thought that would be a really nice spot for it. If we keep going on the path this way, then we will get to the village. And the village is starting to see its future expansion too. So this is going to be a rail station here. This is the south rail here. And then on the other side, I actually haven't brought it up quite yet. But our main rail, like kind of our central rail here, the central rail station, that's what we'll call it, is going to kind of come out this way. And then it's going to come up the hill and it's going to connect to the rail station here. And then maybe we'll have a station going, that would be west, where the desert is in our concrete area and stuff like that. That would be west. So maybe have another rail going out that way. So over here, you probably noticed, oh, there are new buildings going up here. So this will be the next expansion of the village here. So we kind of have like our old town over here. This is the original town. It's still not technically done, but I've been trying to place some fences and place more torches and stuff like that. I'm really trying to get this thing villager proof because I want to get that villager breeder done by the end of this episode, or at least functional by the end of this episode. And that's going to go over there. We're going to get to that in a quick second. I'm going to try to kind of make this look a little bit more modern and established, I guess. So kind of more or less of like a stony path. This is going to be our trading hall for probably emeralds. Oh, I got to eat. I haven't even been looking at my hunger. But yeah, I think basically this is going to be the trading hall where we're going to try to get as much emeralds as possible. So maybe refer to this place as like the bank. Maybe. I don't know. That's not how banks work, but it can kind of be the bank of the server, I guess. We could store all of our valuables here too. We could have storage. That would be kind of cool. Have diamonds and emeralds and gold, whatever. And a vault here. I don't know. I'm just daydreaming. And I'm also looking around too, and I think that I'm probably going to need more buildings as well. Looking ahead, I'm going to try to do something cool with this design. I kind of want to make it look a little bit more of a... I don't know how to explain it actually, but this is ideally where I think I kind of want to build a netherwort farm. I kind of want to have the farm like primarily in the mountain or in this hill here, and that netherwort farm will be the main source of netherworts that we have for our potions tower over there when we finally get, I don't know, stuff in there to make potions. All right, so coming over here towards the farming area, you guys probably noticed something a little... Oh yeah, those towers look pretty cool from here, eh? Anyway, but what I was saying is you guys probably noticed this over here, and this is going to be the horse stable. And already, we got horses. This guy climbed up there. What's he doing? He climbed up there, and, you know, I guess we'll just leave him. But this is pretty much going to be where the horse stable is going to be. It's probably not going to be exactly this size. There's a lot of stuff I gotta figure out here. So, I mean, it's coming. I've been talking about the horse stable since, like, episode 3 of the series. We're about to hit 50. It's coming. Now, I will say that there are a couple more things that I haven't shown you guys yet regarding these, but just to save some time, I'm just going to show you a couple more of the main ones. On the side of this hill, we're going to have a kitchen, and basically it's going to be our building where we're going to have all our smokers, and we're going to store all of our food here. I don't have the design really set in stone or anything like that, but I do have an idea of a type of build that I kind of want to try to really challenge myself to build. So yeah, this is where the kitchen is going to be. It's going to be up on the side of this hill. Our creeper farm is going to see an expansion over here. I'm going to build the tallest point of the creeper farm. So these 4 buildings here is where our creepers spawn now. And I think I'm going to build a bigger one just to try to improve the rates here. And then I probably got to do a little bit more caving. I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the area, but you can see that there's a little bit of gunpowder coming. So I'm hoping that maybe by the time we get this thing finished, and if I AFK here, maybe overnight or something like that, then yeah, maybe we can start to see a difference. And I don't know. I did spend a little bit of time over here, and it's like I'm kind of invested. I really want this to... I want to fix it. It's like I don't want to abandon this project. I just want to fix it. So I'm going to see if I can build one more tower here to spawn creepers. And then, yeah, hopefully we can actually get a decent farm for gunpowder. A decent source for gunpowder is what I'm supposed to say. Anyway, guys. Okay, so I just came over to the area where we need to work on our villager breeder here. We got our villagers here. They are both still here. Hello. Yep, they're both still there, which is good. So our villager breeder is going to be over here. And wouldn't you know it, I found the horsey. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So I got to start using you more. Now that we actually kind of have the roads to get around, I really got to start using the horse because I walk around this world so much. I gotta get used to a horse. So what's all this stuff? Well, this is just kind of random junk I had laying around in chests. I just grabbed random resources in my world, and I'm like, I wonder if I can build anything interesting with this. So I have seen a couple different versions of villager breeders. I have a pretty good understanding on how villagers are bred now. Okay, so right now I don't really want to focus on the actual building itself. I'd rather focus on how the farm is going to work, and then we will kind of build something around the farm, I think. So I guess I need some dirt on me because basically how it works is we need some farmer villagers, right? And then we need to place some dirt around so they can actually like farm some crops. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of keep building this out, I guess. Right? Something like that? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much space we really want. Let's get rid of you. Let's grab you. Because I actually don't have that much dirt on me. I gotta go get dirt somewhere else. How do we want to do this? Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay, everyone. I did more work over at the villager breeder. I came over to the house real quick just to get some rails and some power rails. Whatever. Oh, I forgot to drop off the redstone. That's okay. Yeah, so I did some more work. It's looking good, and it's not looking so good. So I'm going to have to explain why. The part that's looking good is that we're actually going to have a functional villager breeder. Like, it's all... I made a couple changes. I did kind of test out a design on creative, but it did change just a little bit in the single-player world. Oh, we can't see it yet. Okay. The thing that's not so good about this thing is that it doesn't look good. Like... I wonder if we can see it from here. It's horrible looking, guys. It's awful. But I'm kind of committed to it, and I want to see if we can save it. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, we can see it right there. Look at that thing. It's so weird looking. Ah! It's interesting, eh? This is what happens when you just try to, like, mix in. Like, I'm trying to, like, kind of, like, MacGyver a bunch of resources and see if I can, you know, actually use them, because these are the types of resources that just lay around in my world and they don't get used. Okay, so let me show you guys what it's looking like. This is the part here that they're going to be dropping down into. I gotta kind of rig it so we can just use a minecart and just like kind of like, if we had the rail... yeah, okay, there we go. So if we had the rail like this, and then, you know, we can push a minecart into the side of the wall and it could just pick up a villager. And I think that actually needs to be done in the corner. So they can get through here. So more like this, I suppose. Okay, let's use glass. Let's not use glass because I don't have silk touch, I don't think. So there we go. So we would use a rail and we would push the minecart in the corner like this. And whatever villagers are here, it'll pick up one of those villagers like that. So I think that's... Yeah, I think that's what we could do. So going up, I'll show you how this thing is actually going to work. And if you've seen one villager breeder, you've kind of seen them all. And I'm a little worried, actually, that this thing might change for 1.18 because I heard that they might be tampering with the villager breeding a little bit. So we'll see. Oh, I need a composter, too. Oh, no, I need a workbench to see. But okay, so there's going to be composters in all 4 corners. And I'm wondering if we should have 2 villagers up here or 4. Because we have space, like in the corners, there's going to be water here. And then we're going to have a composter above it. And we're going to want to actually do this too. Because if we don't, then we have the composter here. They'll be able to jump on top and then kind of ruin the crops that we're going to be planting here. So if we do that, yeah. So the composters are going to go in those corners like that. Basically, the farming villagers that we're going to have up here, they're going to trade crops. We'll probably have carrots up here. And then they will end up breeding some villagers. And then the babies will see the beds here. And at nighttime, they'll want to go to bed. And then they'll just kind of slip on through, drop down. And then we're going to have to build this up as well. Maybe with glass. Yeah, let's use the glass here, I suppose. And then they're going to come down like this. This is going to be a water stream. It's going to stop here. Then the babies are going to drop down, and then they're going to grow up to be adults, and then we collect them. If that makes sense. So, oh, no. So, okay, we have 12 beds here. And I think, yeah, so we're going to have 2. Let's say we have 2 in there, and then we'll have space for 10 villagers down here. That is if they still have those beds claimed when they're adults. And then all of a sudden, I'm pretty sure if that's the case, those farmers might not be able to breed. I could be wrong, but I think they might not be able to breed. So once this is at the capacity of 10 villagers down here, this thing just might shut off automatically. If so, that would be a very good thing. But again, I don't know if that's really the case or not, but I have to do some experimenting to see. Anyway, so next thing I have to do, I should decorate this thing a little bit. I was thinking about moving the villagers down here right away, but I think I'm going to try to decorate this thing, and then we'll see about getting the villagers from here over to there, and then hopefully we'll have an active villager breeder by the end of this episode. Yeah. This is different. This is a lot more different than what I'm used to. I mean, I'm trying to kind of push myself to just working like, I don't know. I challenged myself by giving myself some random items to work with and trying to kind of mix everything together. I don't know. Maybe this is the best I could do. Maybe I could do better. But for now, I think I'm ready to kind of call this thing done for the most part. I'm probably going to grab some bone meal and some saplings and plant some stuff around this to try to kind of make it look like, I don't know, maybe to cover this thing a little bit. But I don't even know what I'm looking at, guys. Yeah. Okay, now I got the minecarts, and I'm ready to try to get these guys over to their new home. And this is going to be a little tricky because we all know that villagers are a little bit unpredictable sometimes. So I think what I'm going to do is... Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Oops. Okay, let's push that there. Okay. Here. I'm going to grab some blocks just in case, but let's try this. Come on, guys. Hello? Okay. Oh, no. You're not in. There we go. Okay, so one's in. Is the other one in? I wonder. Can't really see. Come on, go in. Come on, please. Please. Yes. Go. Alrighty. So now these guys are pretty much in their new home. I'm going to need to get a new fence here, but for right now, let's just do that. And let's break these for now. And I want to make sure everything is good to go. So we want to close this, this, and this. Other than that, I don't think they're really going to get out. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get out of this place, guys. I don't think they can. They can't fit through here. They're not going to drop down. They can't jump up. They can't jump on the composter. Oh, that one. Oh, almost. But this is going to be our way out. We got to be quick when we get out of here. Break these now. Okay, it's got their... Okay, get your... Yes! Okay, perfect. And let's plant some... Let's do this, actually. Okay. So let's do some carrot planting just to get this place started. Oh, gotta... Can't have those torches there. Just trying to make sure that this place is lit up pretty well. Yeah. Right? Oh, why? Oh, ooh. How are they breaking? Oh, they think they can jump up. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a problem. We need to use half slabs then. Because I guess they can't see the, they can't see the trapdoors, eh? And I think this thing is operational now. I think this thing can produce. I guess we just got to be patient to make sure that everything is good. Let's just grab this. And like this. And I think officially we can call this thing done now. I just want to be patient to make sure that they are going to breed, that they are going to produce. But we can get rid of this rail in the meantime. And I think all I'm going to do, guys, now is I'm just going to kind of camp out and see if this thing works. Okay, guys, so I just went over to the wheat farm. I got some bread now in our inventory. I think 22 should be enough. That being said, that is if the bread works. I don't know if it's wheat or if it's bread. They are farmers. So maybe it has to be wheat, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's find out. You come here. Take some bread, guys. Is bread going to work? Okay, it seems like that they do want bread. Okay, and I'm back. You go here. Okay. So now we have tons of... Oh. Did I just hear a baby? No. No, there's no baby, right? Oh. Whoa! Oh, there's a baby! Oh, this thing works! Oh my goodness! Holy cow! Okay, I want to see this thing in action now. Oh, it's happening! Oh my goodness! Oh, it's happening! It's happening! Oh, I've been waiting here, guys, for like 10 to 15 minutes now. This has been crazy. Oh, it's happening. Let's see it. Let's see the baby. Oh, they did it! Oh, they did it! Okay, sweet. Okay. Now I want to see if this baby... Oh, it went down. I think it went down, right? Yes! Oh, man, guys, this is awesome. So we have to wait for these guys to grow up, but when they do grow up, I think we can just pick them up by throwing a minecart in this corner, and I'll probably do it on the other side as well. So maybe we can have a couple different angles that we can pick these guys up from. Okay, everyone, I think this is going to do it for the episode. Thanks for being patient with this single-player series. I know episodes are coming out a little bit slower. I'm really trying to get better at it, but with Cornerstone, like... Oh my goodness, guys, we've been so busy and like prepping for season 2 and trying to end season 1. It's sucking the life out of me, guys. It really is. But in a good way, I promise. This series is long from being dead. I have so many plans. I hope this episode proved that to you guys. That being said, we have lots of future stuff to look forward to in this series. So I'll see you for the next one, for the next project. I'll see you when I see ya.